We all love fun commercials. For a large chunk of America, that's the only reason we tune into the Super Bowl. And while it brings us comic relief, does it actually generate a profit for those businesses? Do you even remember what they were selling? Advertising is important to every business, but it can be a big waste of money if you can't convince consumers to try your product. It's a fallacy that memorable ads will automatically translate to a huge ROI. So we're breaking down the 4 biggest logical fallacies you should avoid incorporating into your business's advertising strategy. Starting with the bandwagon fallacy. This is the one where you make a claim in your ad simply because it's something everyone believes, even when it's not true. Like when a company says their product is the best because it's popular, and they want everyone to believe that too, essentially getting them on the bandwagon. But failing to actually prove your product is the best could lead to being called out later, and it could be damaging to your brand. You could try to prove your product's authenticity by having an authority on the matter say so in the ad, but that leads us to the second fallacy on the list, the appeal to authority fallacy. Getting a known figure to promote your brand can be beneficial, unless the figure you're using isn't an authority in what you're promoting at all. You could get LeBron James to say that you're the best marketing company in the world, but unless your company specializes in slam dunk marketing, he isn't a trustworthy source. And while we're on the topic of trustworthiness, that also applies to the words you use in your ads. Like when MasterCard used to tell consumers in the 90s, there are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. But what about layaway? What about a loan? There are other options than just cash and MasterCard. And I get it, they were being cheeky, but companies do fall victim to giving a narrative of limited options, and that's known as the false dilemma fallacy. There are better ways of appealing to an audience other than presenting finite options. Before getting into this last one, here's a list of my top shows on Netflix. I'm kidding. But you see how annoying that is when I almost diverted from what was important to this conversation. It would be equally as annoying to your consumer if you intentionally do that in your ads. It's referred to as the red herring fallacy. If your ad is constantly giving off irrelevant information or visuals, instead of showcasing why buyers should actually choose you, you're at risk of not maximizing your ROI. It makes more sense to rely on facts and what's important to your customers instead of creating a dodgy, uninformative ad. Fallacious content is pretty rampant, so give yourself a chance to impress your customers by being authentic, thoughtful, and telling them why your company is worth their time and money. For more tips on how to improve your advertising, check out the resources section on Clutch.